In the NBA, there are debates that never seem to end, and one of the most intense, without a doubt, is the eternal comparison between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, two legends who defined different generations with completely different styles, but who are inevitably put head-to-head every time we talk about the famous term, the GOAT. Recently, this conversation resurfaced after comments from someone who knows Michael Jordan very well, Ron Harper, a five-time NBA champion and a key piece of the Chicago Bulls' second three-peat in the 90s. It all started on the Basketball Society podcast, where the idea was brought up that the relationship between Michael and LeBron could improve once the King gets closer to the end of his career. The theory is simple. As long as LeBron is still competing, Jordan has no reason to give him advice or open up completely. After all, between competitors of that caliber, there's always some distance. However, the words that drew the most attention came directly from Ron Harper. When asked about all of this, he was blunt and straight to the point. MJ wouldn't give a damn about this BS. He never cared about the GOAT talk or anything else. That response reflects what many of Jordan's teammates have said over the years. The narrative of the greatest of all time was created by the media and by fans, but it was never Michael's priority. His thing was winning, competing, and destroying anyone who stood in his way. This is a big contrast to the perception of LeBron James, who, from the moment he entered the NBA as the chosen one, was always under Jordan's shadow. His entire career has been shaped by the pressure to match Jordan's 6 rings and to surpass his cultural impact. But according to Harper, that shadow might not even exist in Michael's own mind. In fact, other former players have shared stories that support this idea. Former All-Star Jason Williams once told a story about playing golf with Charles Oakley and Jordan. During that game, Jordan admitted that LeBron could play in any era of the NBA. He wasn't bitter, he wasn't resentful, it was just a recognition of talent. For Jordan, it was simply a matter of different eras. Now, when Williams was asked who would win in a one-on-one matchup between the two, his answer was clear. I'm taking the killer. I'm taking MJ. Still, he acknowledged that LeBron is extremely strong and that the game would be very close. Here's the interesting part. While fans keep burning energy comparing stats, rings, and iconic moments, Jordan seems to be on a completely different wavelength. And Harper confirms this firsthand. Michael never played thinking about being the GOAT. That doesn't mean LeBron doesn't deserve to be in the conversation. With titles in Miami, Cleveland, and Los Angeles, and more than 2 decades of dominance in the league, his legacy is undeniable. But as Harper pointed out, when it comes to pure competitiveness, LeBron doesn't measure up the same way Jordan or Kobe Bryant did. In fact, Harper, who was teammates with both MJ and Kobe, once said that their mentality was identical. To go out on the court and seek and destroy the opponent. That ferocity, according to him, is what separates them. Meanwhile, although LeBron is an extraordinary player, Harper questioned whether he has that same ruthless edge. In conclusion, this debate will live on forever. Fans from each generation will defend their idol with stats, rings, and unforgettable highlights. But what Ron Harper makes clear is that, at least for Michael Jordan, the GOAT discussion holds no weight at all. He already proved himself on the court, retired satisfied, and left it up to everyone else to keep the argument alive. Meanwhile, LeBron James is still writing his story, and maybe, once he finally hangs up his sneakers, the relationship between these two icons will find more common ground. Until then, we'll keep enjoying this endless debate that, more than dividing fans, really highlights the greatness of the two most influential players in modern basketball history. Now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with Ron Harper that Michael Jordan never cared about the GOAT debate? Or do you think deep down he does compare himself to LeBron James? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'll be checking them out.